You are looking live at Northwell Health Ice Center at Eisenhower Park on Long Island, where the New Jersey Rockets are set to open their season against the New York Islanders in U19 AA girls hockey action. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo for the third season bringing you Rockets girls hockey. And it should be a good one this year because a lot of the girls have played together for a long time and some new additions have made the roster look real good. 17 minutes on the clock for this Maha League game. Francesca Hansen at center, Payton Jacobus on the right wing, Hope Menichillo on the left wing. Liftoff! Season 3 for me, and the 2022-23 season is underway for the Rockets. Menichillo from close range off the pass from PJ Jacobus, and there's a quick stop, and we have the first save 13 seconds in. Couple of new Rockets are the defense pair, Grace Mattone between the points, and Keira Redmond, who receives that one on the right point. Mattone gets it deep to the left corner. It's a little bright with that scoreboard there sometimes. Redmond retreats to her own end, and 71 will not have to touch it up because it's an icing. Rockets do not have their new uniforms yet. They're playing with the practice jerseys, but fortunately for someone, they have the correct numbers. Nieves on the dot, Kamerkar in the slot, Rizzo on the near side. Fox at the left point, Bruno between the points. Face off won by Nieves. She tries to get it back to the point. Fox steps in, can't keep it in. 3-on-1 if Bruno doesn't get there first, but Aerin does get there. Steers it around the end boards to the far wing. Kamerkar and Nieves will try to battle for it, but an Islander gets it and sends it near side. Fox up to Rizzo, who shoots it forward but can't handle it. It's played with along the boards on the near side. A little bump right there. Fox takes a retaliation hit, but no call. Bumping for the puck is okay. Two Rockets collide. Kamerkar is one, Nieves the other, but they still get the puck deep. Rizzo jumps off, and Cookie jumps on. Isabel Cook, one of the new players, not to the Rockets, but to this team. Retreating back into her own end, Aerin Bruno, number 16, looks up, banks it off the boards for Cookie. It goes through a slew of players. Grace Ulrich is going to chase that one down. Goalie has to clear it out. Kept in at the point for a moment by Hailey Connelly, but not all the way in. Redmond to Mattone. They'll go to Cook on the near side, at least to her side, and they send it in. Clears the end line. Ulrich gets there first, over to Cook. Couldn't handle it. Islanders try to break out. Rockets have taken most of the possession here early, but the Islanders usually are a type of team that doesn't need a lot of possession, and they strike quick. There's been a few good games between these teams in the past few seasons. Most, if not all of them, have gone the Islanders' way. Let's see if the Rockets can turn it around. Ulrich battles along the boards on the near side, prevents a breakout, and Bruno tries to get it out of her own end, finds a little company there in Menichillo, and Hope gets it through the neutral zone and in. Jacobus will hustle to try to chase that down. There's a puck battle there. Menichillo can't win it, and it goes up through the neutral zone in front of the circle. Lauren Fox will take it, curl, and send it in under pressure. She'll follow the dump in. 14:30 left in the first period. The season is underway for the Rockets as they play the New York Islanders, who wear the same uniforms as the team that is in the NHL and practices and scrimmages here. Jacobus picks that one off. That's a forced turnover if the coaches are watching the video. They're going to be keeping track of forced turnovers and first and second assists this season because that will be rewarded. Offsides, the first infraction of the season, and I think that's the first whistle of the year. So we are 3:02 in, 0-0 Rockets and the Islanders. He'll face it off at center. Nieves moves it forward for herself, dumps it in and gets dumped. no call. Rizzo hustling in to try to force the play back, and she does that. It goes to the far side boards, goes off of the ref's skate, kept in by Redmond for a moment. Rizzo's going to pick up the loose puck. Rizzo wrister along the ice, and a stick save steered to the far side corner. Islanders will break it out, but a sloppy pass getting out of there, and Mattone will get it, turn, and send it to Kamerkar, who chips it ahead to Rizzo. Rizzo's got Nieves in the middle, just got knocked a little bit there at the end, so couldn't get the crispness of the pass, and they'll still keep it in as Mattone steps in from the point. Redmond will jump up from the point to keep that one in. Riz is down low, but her other forwards have to change. She's a one-woman show. Tries to center it, but nobody there. They send it back. She was trying to get off the ice maybe, but stayed in there for postural reasons, and now Riz, as soon as she gets toward the bench, will probably jump off if she can. Waits till possession comes in. Markland hasn't had to make a save yet. Arialys is there. Rizzo pushing to get it out of the zone. She's tied up with one of the Islanders, and finally she gets off from that long shift, but that's sometimes what you have to do. She wasn't caught, she was just forechecking. Comes to neutral ice, and it's picked up there by Cook. Cook can't get it forward, gets a little help from Bruno. Ulrich there, the first in pursuit, and it's battled for along the boards. Cook is there, can't get it in as there were 3 Islanders to the 1 Rocket. Islanders bring it in, Bruno swats that away and sends it behind the boards. Connelly can't get to it. It's sent back low again. Fox picks that up, chips it off the boards. Ulrich has a chance. If she can chip it forward, she was going to be off to the races. Ulrich will get it in on the left wing, tries to center it, but looked like there was 1 or 2 changes behind the play and there was nobody there. In pursuit still, 3 Rockets, and Fox will get it outside the left circle. Lauren Fox looking, can't get it through traffic, finds white shin pads. Low angle shot from Tootie, and it's a save. Hansen got low, found a free puck right there as the Islanders have had fits trying to get the puck out of their own zone, and the Rockets looking good on that end so far. Jacobus at the dot, Hansen in the slot, Menichillo on the left wing. Face-off won by the Islanders, but they can't take full possession. What a keep by Jacobus. Finds Tootie, wrist shot Hansen, glove save. She was able to see it. Good job by the defender keeping the lethal Hansen on the outside of the dot, but we've seen her score from there and angles even further out many times over the years. Jacobus at the dot, Menichillo in the slot, Hansen on the right side boards. Mattone and Redmond, the defense pair. Redmond gets it off the face-off, tries to shovel it in. It comes out, and she uses her defense pairing mate to get it back turned forward. Battled for and neutralized. Mattone sends it for Hansen, a little too gingerly. Redmond tries to get that, falls down, but gets a little help from her friend PJ. She's a good friend to have out there because, boy, 21 is all over the ice. Redmond stops, turns, up the wing. Hansen looking for Menichillo in the feet, but it's moved in forward onside and no icing. Rockets change behind the play. At least they get 3 out there. Bumping down low, kept in by Hansen along the boards. Comes to the dot, wrist shot, loose in front. Menichillo got his stick on it, but it's sent wide of the far side post at the glove. Picked off by Fox. She sends it toward the middle. Menichillo tries to get a stick on it, but she's greeted by 3 Islanders. Kept in by Bruno at the point. She bulldozes it down into the corner. The Islanders will pick it up and turn, but Nieves is there. Boy, the Rockets look like they have an extra player out there. And that's a good way to start the season. Now you got to start doing it on the scoreboard as Rizzo delivers a hit. No penalty there. It was a little bit along the boards. Collision over there. Rizzo digging for it. Can't get to it first. And the Islanders bring it in. Centering down low. That's Kamerkar stopping what would have been a one-timer. Markland hasn't been tested yet. Rizzo bangs somebody into the boards. Payton on Payton crime over there. Riz takes it, curls it forward for Ceci, but in a defensive posture, she's not able to pick it up. Rizzo bulldozing up the left boards, can't get it through. Mattone chips it for Redmond. They'll play catch, or will they, as Redmond steers it around the end, curls back the other way. He was looking for something that she wants to find, just tiring out the Islanders as she finds Kirsty, and Kamerkar will bring it up the center line as her line mates, and now she will change. Fresh set of legs out there. Ulrich forces the pass, and they swarf the breakout to the Rockets. Connelly sends it in. Takes a hard bounce in terms of angle off the board, although it was gingerly there, and the goalie had to come out and play it. Connelly kept in at the right point. Ulrich putting pressure. It goes all the way down, and it was touched, so Markland will steer it aside, and Arialys has what I believe is her first touch with 8:55 left in period one. Scoreless, but the Rockets dominating possession. Chipped forward by Connelly, was looking for Ulrich. That will not be an icing. I'm not sure why. It looked like she was behind. It didn't look like there were anybody there. The Rockets will take the break, unless I just missed it. That one sent down. Lauren Fox steers it off the boards in front of the Islanders bench. Oh, it looked like Ulrich might have gotten the skate back there on time, but she's whistled offside. Whistle and a stoppage of play. 8:33 left first period, no score. Sorry about those who were trying to get it on the previously sent out link. We had to just go to a regular live stream here due to the technical problems that you might expect on day one. Markland covers that one up. Technically, that will be her first save of the 2022-23 season for number 2. Face off on the far dot. Jacobus wins it. Bruno will take it off the boards and send it around. That will be Menichillo. Up, up, up. Jacobus asks and receives. Hansen wrist shot, kicked aside with the right pad. Menichillo over there. Jacobus trying to keep it in. The 3 Islanders over there, they're bunched up a little bit. Hansen has to hustle out of the zone. She was caught low looking for a possibly loose puck. Hope Menichillo, 48, will get that, but can't keep it. Islanders will change en masse, all 5. Rockets will change. It's too slow, it looks like. Well, they only changed 1 or 2 out there. They had the Islanders maybe beaten if they could have made a clean change. Hansen will get it and send it in, and she'll curl and get to the bench along with Menichillo. Rizzo and Kamerkar hustle out as Nieves is up there, 1-on-4, the one-woman show. Picked off for a moment, at least steered away by Kamerkar, and if the Rockets can get that, coaches mark that down as a forced turnover by 19 in black. Comes to the far side board, sent in the middle. Islanders tip it and breaking out, but living a little bit dangerously. If the Rockets read that and they step up, there'll be some diamond level scoring chances available. Nieves chips it off the board, chips it to herself. Here goes Ceci. She's 2-on-1 with Kirsty. Kirsty in the middle. Ceci gets off a shot just to get it off there as she was defended hard. And it was a pretty easy save, much easier than you'd want for a 2-on-1 if you're the attacking team. Knocked away there by Aerin Bruno, overskated or overshot for a moment by Kamerkar. Riz tries to get it through, but the Islander who just jumped on the ice had a better angle and knocked it away. Islanders put it back in the Rockets' end. Scoreless with 6:38 left in period 1. Joe Rizzo bringing it to you from Northwell Health Ice Center at Eisenhower Park in Long Island. This is where the New York Islanders practice. So yes, this is an NHL quality rink. And it's got an NHL quality perch for the people that want to stream it. Ulrich at the dot, Cook on the left wing, Connelly on the right, Fox on left D, Bruno on right. Ulrich had that faceoff run up the shaft of her stick, saw that, rushed in. Here's Ulrich at the dot, backhander, was looking in front for Izzy Cook, but Cookie got tied up just a little bit, and that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Ulrich gets it, looking for Bruno. A little too strong over there. It's a loose puck now and sent deep by the Islanders. Markland will chip it with the blocker on the side of the net to Fox, who sends it forward but just misses Cook. Islanders retreating into their own end. D-to-D pass sloppy. They definitely look like game 1 right there. They're usually a crisp passing team. And at this level, that's what we've come to expect from the team in white, blue, and orange. Near side boards battle, 1-on-3. The one is Cook. She gets a little help from Ulrich. Sent out of the zone. Mattone got a piece of it with the shaft of the stick. She's back with Redmond. Redmond blocks the shot attempt. 89 will skate it around. Gets up to Mattone but can't get through her. Mattone will chip it up toward the board side but found the stick of Cook, who sends it over for Jacobus, who took a little slash from behind in a penalty-free game. PJ chips it forward for herself as her mates change behind her. Sends it to the point. Mattone sends it across the slot for Hansen. Hansen will hustle, will curl at the far side boards at the hash mark. She turns and sends it low for Menichillo. Sends it through the slot, but Jacobus couldn't handle it right there. It was just a little past the backhand, and we remain scoreless. Rockets absolutely dominating possession. Haven't really turned it into high quality scoring chances. Their goalie on the Islanders side has been credited with a few saves so far, although that's not on the scoreboard for our benefit, but none of them really a high-level scoring chance. She's been busier than Arialys Markland on the end that you're watching. Here comes Nieves. She will skate it out with Menichillo on her left wing. They're 2-on-3. Hope has to toe the line and let Ceci skate it around. Nieves puts on the brakes. Menichillo tries to position and will help out down low. Kamerkar's in front. It comes to Bruno. She tries to send it through traffic. It's off a skate. Here's going to be a breakaway unless Fox can catch her or Bruno. Islanders come in. Breakaway. Backhand and a big right pad save by Markland to keep it scoreless. And Markland now with another save, so she hasn't been busy. One save for the whole first 14 nearly minutes of the game, 13 and a half minutes of the game, and then two in rapid fire succession, including a breakaway. Picked off by Rizzo, sends it across, but no rocket there. Ulrich knocks it down. She's out there with Rizzo and Kamerkar, so that's going to be a change behind the play, and I think it's Connelly that comes on along with them, skating to the slot. Rizzo battling 1-on-2. It goes to the far side boards. Connelly trying to get there. Ties up her player, but can she get the puck? Gets a little help from Mattone. Goes to Rizzo. Quick shot! And there's a pad save. Didn't quite get enough on it as one of the Islanders was there. Ulrich knocks it down. And Rizzo trying to grab it and send it to Grace, but can't do it. Islanders will skate it in. And here comes a shot that Redmond blocks with the outside skate. Chipped by Mattone. Looking up for Rizzo, who holds her position there. Ulrich comes in to help out a little bit. Looks like she's the center at the moment as this line got a little mixed up. This crew was not together at the start of the game, and from the benefit of the lines that I got to see early, sometimes the groups get jumbled due to longer shifts or more change time. Centered in front, but Cook is in the right place at the right time. She's playing wing, but she was almost in the position of a center there, reading the play and saying, geez, there's nobody else around me. I might as well stay in the most dangerous spot. Islanders put it there, and Izzy Cook thwarted their effort, and now she gets a feed from Jacobus, but it's a little too strong. Cook will battle in the corner. She can't get to it as Jacobus came to help out. 1:47 now left in period 1, 0-0. Rockets dominating play, but they're only in this tie because Markland stopped the breakaway. Under 100 seconds now in period 1. Low angle shot, and it's knocked away and sent out by Cook. That'll be an icing if it does get over the line, and it does. 1:22 left, period 1, defensive zone draw. Now this is the first period of the season, and the Rockets have looked sharper than the Islanders, but what you don't want is to give up a big scoring chance, or especially a goal, after you've played this well in the first period. Whether you get one or not is besides the point, but when you're starting with a defensive zone draw, Jacobus is going to out-hustle the Islander to this one. Maybe not out-hustling, but just speedier, and she takes a wrist shot that's knocked down and covered up. So the Rockets, in 11 seconds of play, they had a defensive zone draw, and they turned it into an offensive scoring chance. Not one of high quality, but now that could set up the next chance. because they have an offensive zone draw. Looked like the referees were going to call out somebody for a penalty there. Hansen wins the faceoff, but there's nobody on the wing, and the Islanders pick it up and send it out. Keira Redmond, in her Rockets debut, has been very strong in the back line, and she was the one who stopped that play from getting in. Islanders wait. They send it all the way across the ice as we have now 50 seconds left in the period. Nieves picks it off, and Nieves is going to rush to the net. Sharp angle shot kicked away. Loose rebound, but nobody there. Hope Menichillo was coming late. She's out there with Nieves and Francesca Hansen. Kept in at the point by Mattone. Menichillo jumps off. Rizzo playing safety as Nieves battles for it. Rizzo forces the play toward the middle. Bunch of Islanders there. They're way offside. 22 seconds left. They'll take that face-off outside of the Rockets' defensive zone. Nieves at the dot. Rizzo on the near side wing. Kamerkar in front of her own bench. Mattone and Redmond, the defense pair. Comes all the way to the near side on the Islander win. Let's see if Rizzo can get there first. Couldn't. But the Islanders move it in, and let's see if they can keep it in. They can't. Nieves sends that down. It's going to be an icing, and Ceci would like to have that one back over. I think she just lost her geography for a moment, thought she was right at that center line, and she was not. So a big defensive zone draw here with 6.1 seconds left. In period one, it's a scoreless period. Ulrich is going to be the one to take it. Rizzo and Kamerkar in the slot. Just got to defend here. Not enough time for a break. Shot on a one-timer through traffic. Markland picked it up and covered it. 1 second now. Ulrich again. She just has to prevent that shot from going to the net. And Rizzo steps in and clears it away. That will do it for period one, 0-0. Don't have shots for you, but it looked like Markland had about 4 or 5 saves, but the big one was a breakaway with about 9 minutes left in the period. And the Islanders did not have much in the way of scoring chances ahead of that. We thank you for joining us. Most of you missed the opening because of technical difficulties. We had to change the link, so hopefully we've been able to distribute that out there, or if you hit the page and you hit subscribe, you'll get alerted every time we do go live and every time we upload content for you, which will include coach interviews after probably mostly every game, including today. And we definitely appreciate all the subscribers that we've built over these 2+ years now. It started because of the pandemic, and it continues on. And it's a privilege to be around the coaches and the players and the families and friends of this great Rockets team. So this is the 19U Black. They play at the AA level. And the Rockets girls also have a 19U team at the A level. And that team is playing in a tournament, so we wish them luck on their first endeavors of the season. And Coach Jen Rose behind the bench for the first time. About time. And also we have a 16U A team. Nieves on the dot, Rizzo on the left wing, Kamerkar on the right wing. Liftoff period 2, scoreless. Rockets and the New York Islanders. Rizzo is going to hustle in as one of the Islanders fell down. Let's see if she could steal the puck. Shrugs her off, picks it up. Ceci comes in for support. Ceci gets it, centers it, was looking for Kirsty, who had turned and came toward the near side of the crease. Let's see which line is going to dent it first. The Rockets have put on a significant amount of pressure, and they've carried the play. Rockets are going to go on the penalty. Loose puck in front. Oh, Riz had a chance, and it just skipped over her stick. If it came to the forehand side, she would have deposited it in, but it went to the backhand side, and the Rockets will go on their first power play of this season. It's going to be an elbowing on the Islanders. Looks like number 26. Don't have the names for you for the Islanders, but if you're watching from the Islanders side, you probably could recognize if that's your friend or your daughter or your niece. Jacobus at the dot. Hansen in the slot. Menichillo on the far wing. It comes to the point. Mattone sends it off of a stick, and it goes down low. Fox at the right point. Couple of southpaws on the D pairing on the power play. Mattone falls down, but hustles back to take the puck off the stick. Grace Mattone, 89 in black. What a play right there. Recovered from her own mishap. It's, you know, it's not, I mean, I suppose it's a mistake, and sometimes hockey players fall when they're retreating, and that's what happened. And she got on her horse and hustled back to take it away. Fox was there for support if the player was able to get past Grace and turn the corner, but that's sort of a summation of how it's gone today for the Rockets. They've had the edge here. Hansen takes the face-off. Can't win it, but Jacobus makes up for that by stealing it. Power play for the Rockets has 80 seconds left. We're just underway in the first minute 15 of period 2. It's scoreless. It's the first game of the season. At the point, and now to the between the points, Fox gets it, banks it off the far boards, too strong for Jacobus, who blocks the clearing attempt with her skate. That one's sent all the way down, and under this rule in this day and age, that is icing. Yes, the Islanders are shorthanded. No, they do not get the benefit of icing the puck when they are shorthanded. Those rules put into place last year. Automatic offsides, no delayed offsides, and icing in all situations is on. Islanders win the faceoff as it was Ulrich at the dot and Cook in the slot and Connelly down low. Connelly to Ulrich, who's streaking through, didn't quite get the pass cleanly. We'll go back to the point. Rockets setting up the power play. It goes down low through traffic, but not all the way through, and the Islanders will clear it out. Redmond will pick that up. She and Bruno, the two righties, are the defense pair. Ulrich shoved off, but comes back to recover, and it's sent down as the Islanders have killed off now all but 25 seconds of the first power play for either team this season. Backhand pass, they drag the puck along the end boards. Ulrich is going to get that and try to turn the corner, but she's hung up over there. Redmond's going to pick it up. 10 seconds to work with the man advantage. Sends it awkwardly off the boards. Cook will get it out. Let's see if she can keep it moving. She and Ulrich will skate it in. Izzy Cook will find room in the corner. Sides are at full and even strength. Chips it off the boards for Bruno. Islanders are going to get another breakaway unless Keira Redmond can get back. Second breakaway. Wrist shot, a snapper rather, and a left shoulder save by Markland. That one sent through the slot, and an Islander wasn't there on the back door. Rockets getting a little sloppy after the power play. This one tipped wide of the net. So Markland doesn't have a whole lot of work today, but boy, when they've needed her, she's been there. 2 breakaways stopped by number 2 in black. And I have to say, Arialys has looked in mid-season form in practice. Rockets recover it. Nieves to Kamerkar, wrist shot, pad save, kicked away. Or maybe steered away by one of the Islanders. So Rizzo, Kamerkar, and Nieves creating some. This one chipped off and in on the right side boards. It goes all the way across the end. Chipped up, and that will be Kamerkar to get to it first. Can't handle it over there. Sent into no man's land, and that will be Bruno who will pick it up and gets 2 Islanders greeting her for her troubles. It's sent in, well, toward in by Kamerkar, and now eventually in. Rizzo trying to hustle it in, shrugs off one, turns it into a puck battle, gets a little help from her friends. Trying to kick it forward is Nieves. Rizzo picks it out of there, over to Ceci. Ceci, sharp angle shot off the goalie's stick. Mattone steps into one, rebounds there. Nieves, oh, Riz had it! Riz had it, and she shot it just wide. It hit The edge of her stick. Luisa Rizzo almost with the lid lifter right there. Nieves. Check that kid's stick for Velcro. It looks like the puck is glued to it. She sends it in and the Rockets change. Period of the long change, but when you could do it like that, it's the short change, and it's a great advantage. Hansen sends it in. Jacobus will pursue. Oh, Jacobus almost picked that one off. In front. Menichillo along the far boards will send it toward the net, redirected by Hansen, but couldn't quite get it exactly where she wanted under duress. Sent between the points, knocked out by an Islander and a Rocket. Islanders will be the first one to get it. They do not have numbers. It's 3-on-2 or 3-on-3 or 3-on-4 now. Hansen lifts his stick and prevents a scoring chance. Good back check by 9. Picked up there now by Hansen and sent to the point, and that went out, and it's a whistle and a stoppage of play on the offside. 11:46 left, period 2. We are scoreless. That's what can happen at this level. Rockets dominating the possession to the point where they haven't really cheated in, but they've for certain gotten caught a couple of times, and Arialys Markland has stopped 2 breakaways to keep it at 0-0. So Rockets have better possession, haven't really had golden scoring chances except maybe for the one that we just witnessed, and they'll come in 2-on-2. Isabel Cook to the slot, wrist shot sent just wide. Grace Ulrich picks it up. Can't get it centered. She had 2 in front. She had Connelly and Cook in front. Bruno backtracking, forces the play to get dumped. She has Redmond in the middle to help out, and Redmond blocks away that centering feed. Markland blocks away that attempt with her goalie stick. Cook forcing it forward, gets pushed from behind. Got to get that puck out, and can't quite do it in front of the Islanders bench. Centering feed blocked away by Ulrich, and Ulrich will turn and send it forward for Connelly. Connelly gains the center line. Doesn't have much there. Chips it high off the glass. There'll be changing of one wing on the far side. Connelly picks it off. Oh, she was trying to center it for Ulrich or for Rizzo coming in, but the Islander player just got her stick on it. Fox was coming to the near side point, trying to get down on a knee to block it. Couldn't quite do it. She sold out knowing that she wasn't going to be giving up a scoring chance if she did it, and that's exactly what happened. Rockets turn. Nieves tries the wrist shot, finds an Islander. Rizzo and Kamerkar try to bulldoze it forward. Islanders there, Rockets there, Fox is there. Kamerkar sends it at the net. Oh, gingerly! And a wrist shot had to be covered up right there. Riz was trying to hustle to see if she could beat the slow-moving puck to the goalie and force it more forward. Couldn't do it. 10:13 left. A nice number in the Rizzo house, 10:13. 0-0. Nieves on the dot, Rizzo in the slot, Kamerkar on the right wing. Kamerkar gets it, sends it over to Mattone. Mattone tries to slap her, gets it blocked by the shin pads. She's 1-on-2 or 1-on-3, now 2-on-3. Has to retreat all the way to the zone. Backhands it forward, but can't get it out. The Islander fell, but the other Islander was able to pick it up. Centering feed! And boy, if 21 was a stride more forward, it's probably 1-0. Although, Markland has been sharp. That one centered and Markland blocked it with the pad. Wrist shot through traffic. Oh, it just exceeded the height of the net. Islanders putting pressure on here. Slew foot attempt doesn't work on Fox. Kamerkar having trouble digging it off the boards. Sends it for Nieves. 2-on-1 with Riz, but it hit off the skate. That one's going to be an icing as the Rockets send it down. 9:22 left. Period 2, scoreless. Rockets, again, they've had the better part of the possession here by a long shot. The Islanders at times have had to rope-a-dope, but they really haven't given up quality scoring chances despite yielding a much larger percentage of the possession. I'd say it's 80-20 at this point. However, the theme is that they've had 2 breakaways, and Arialys Markland has stopped both. Okay, here's that 2-on-1 we were talking about. It's Jacobus and Menichillo. Jacobus wrist shot! She was looking for the top 90 degrees on the right side, and it's gloved down by the Islanders goaltender. Defenseman was giving her the shot and playing the pass. Jacobus took it. It wasn't, she was looking for that spot, but I think the glove helped the Rockets there because otherwise that shot was going wide. Rockets win the face-off and send it in. Slapped hard off the boards, tripped forward. Nice block down by Bruno there, getting the body in front without doing an interference penalty. Rockets have been penalty-free. Of course, I'm jinxing it. Islanders had one penalty. There was an elbowing earlier this period. Rockets could not convert. Tackle, wrist shot, attempt, snuffed away. A lot of Rockets protecting the house. If Ray Lewis was here, he'd be screaming, "Protect that house!" And that's what the Rockets are doing. Here comes Hansen. Gets it stolen off of her stick, chipped out. Redmond plays it smartly. She was gonna, looked like she was gonna go off for a change, but the puck came right to her, and her defense replacement was not jumping onto the ice. So very good communication from a brand new Rocket. And that's what happens maybe in practice. Cook will have to hustle back, chips it off of the boards to herself, covering a defense shift here as now Mattone makes it back there, and she's with Fox. So the two lefties and the two righties are the defense pairs now. That's not the way it started, but that's the way it is. And we can expect that things to be fluid. Connelly tries to get it out, got her stick tapped from behind and couldn't do it. Islanders keep it in. All Rockets back and they're in good form. Islanders send it far wing side, centering pass. Fox grabbed it, knocked it away. An Islander picked it up. Now a Rocket gets it, and it's Mattone. She just steers it out into neutral ice. Picked up by Connelly, sent forward for Ulrich. Ulrich 1-on-3, gets it into the zone. Islanders chip it out. Islanders have now picked it up a little bit here, and they've had a little bit more possession here in the middle part of the second period than they had for the first period and most of the second. So they're evening things out a little bit, and maybe that means the Rockets will pick it up as well and put a little pressure on them and dent the scoreboard. 7:24 left, period 2, scoreless from the island. Mattone up for Rizzo, got it in her skates. Rizzo chips it in. Puck sort of dies a little bit. Kamerkar steps in. Fox grabs that, has to send it in. Just couldn't quite wait for Rizzo to get on side there, so they'll do it again, but with a different defense pair. And they call that the intentional offside, so that's why the face-off goes all the way down to the other end. Now, this is a bone of contention of this broadcaster or streamer or whatever you call it, because that was no more an intentional offside than a couple of the ones that we've already seen. And that's fine. The referees in some places like Central New York will call that offside intentional almost every time, whereas the referees in the areas around here, downstate New York and in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, almost never call it an intentional offside. And that didn't, there were a couple on the Islanders that happened before that looked equally as intentional, let's just say. Dumped in by the Rockets, 6:30 left, scoreless game, period 2. Comes to the near side corner, Rockets in pursuit. Islanders can't get it out. A little sloppy chipping over there. Now they'll finally get it out. Kamerkar hustling over, forcing her player to dump it in. It will go off the boards at a sharp angle, and Keira Redmond picks it up. She gets a couple of Islanders there and loses the puck, but Kamerkar gets it right back. Kirsty gets it over the center line, sends it in, and that line and all five hustle out for a change. Period of the long change, but they change when it's short. Picked off by Hansen, over to Menichillo, wrist shot by Jacobus, was knocked down and covered up before Hansen could shove the rebound in. So that's the Rockets' second best scoring chance of the season. This time it included a better shot. And what is the referee talking about over here? Okay, he's just making sure the Islanders didn't want to change. I thought he was going to put the face-off outside the zone. Jacobus at the dot, Hansen in the slot, Menichillo on the far side. Comes to the point, Mattone through traffic, can't get it in. Fox picks it up. She'll go around the circle. Jacobus will cover the right point in her stead. Islanders send it up and they chip it past Mattone. Jacobus hustling back, clears the Islander well ahead, but handcuffed Fox with the D-to-D pass right there. Rockets get it out anyway, and they really haven't had much trouble doing that. Hansen in pursuit. Oh, let's see, she nearly picked that one off. Menichillo picks it off along the boards. Menichillo comes in, dances through traffic. Oh, just a little too hard for Hansen. Hansen backhand attempt, sent it off the side of the net. 3 Islanders go below the line to get it out. That means the point should be open, and it is. Mattone gets it, sends it off the wall. Jacobus got a piece of it. Islanders send it out. Grace is going to have to hustle back again. Fox is in the middle. Mattone giving her hell. Gets the shot off anyway, and Markland was there to make the save. Hansen to Ulrich. Breaking in 2-on-3 with Menichillo. Gets through one. Hope will send the shot at the net. Pad save, rebound. Grace gets dumped onto the goaltender. Connelly has it. Net is off its moorings, but they don't blow it dead. That's a good job by the refs, keeping it going there. Ulrich got decked from behind in front. The Islander player sent the Rockets player right into her own goalie. Very often they will call that. Sometimes they'll call it against the player that hits the goalie, even if they weren't propelling themselves into the goalie. Bruno gets it with 4 minutes now left in the second period and sends it in through the point. Along the boards, Connelly there, can't keep it in. It comes up toward Bruno. They get by her. It's a 4-on-2 if they hurry. Sent across, but again, off the mark. Centering feed, redirected, and it goes just wide. Islanders setting up now. Somebody's there in the back door. Connelly sees that, and she cheated down. And the Rockets clear the puck out. Here's Cook. Ulrich nearly picked it off. Connelly, she tried to keep it in. That's a chance that you try to take, for sure. If it's right there, you step in and you try to keep it in if you have numbers, and it would have been a 3-on-2. 3:32 left in a scoreless period 2 of a scoreless game, of a scoreless season, the Rockets' season debut. Nieves on the dot, Rizzo on the left wing, Kamerkar on the right. Redmond in her Rockets debut on the right defense side with Bruno on the left. Aerin gets the pass from Keira and sends it forward. Riz tries to chip it forward. It's in somebody's skates. Ceci picks it off. Ceci wrist shot, save with the blocker and covered up before Kirsty or Ceci could get a stick on it. This line has been making moves. Nieves on the dot. Kamerkar in the slot. Rizzo on the left wing. Nieves won it. She tried to send it toward the net, but there was nobody there except an Islander. Fought for on the near side boards along the hash mark. Kamerkar to Nieves. Centers it for Riz, but just a little bit offline. Rockets are so close here on a lot of these passes, but just not quite connecting. And Riz will pick this up. It's a 3-on-2 if she can send Ceci and Kirsty in. Kirsty in the middle with Ceci on the right with the puck. Riz out in front. Centering feed is coming. Oh no, Islanders back all the way down. Chipped in front. It looked like it hit Riz. Riz sends it toward the slot, but it's knocked away by an Islander. Ceci will pick that up, send it at the net, but nobody was on the back door. Fox will send it through traffic, but can't get it all the way through. Sent at the net, but it hits the side of the net on the iron that sits against the ice. Knocked down with a glove by Kamerkar. One Islander trying to get through 2 Rockets, and 2 Rockets wins the computation. Good stand up by Mattone, preventing an easy break-in. Centering feed, Islanders get it. One-timer in front, and Markland makes the save. That one's sent at the net, and it's kicked away. Riz was actually there. She might have gotten a little bit of a piece and readjusted the shot. Rockets are caught back here a little bit. They could use a whistle or a breakout. Let's see what happens. Wrist shot through traffic. Markland kick save with 100 seconds left in period 2. It's scoreless. The Islanders putting on their best pressure. Hansen knocks it away with the right pad, but the Islanders pick it up and send it in. It goes off of Mattone's stick. She wins the one-on-one. Menichillo's there. She sends it to the middle. Just a little too long for Hansen. That's not going to be an icing. Hansen hustling in, and that puck crosses the line, but it was never going to be an icing. It was just going too slow, and the Islander probably should have hustled after it a little bit harder. Mattone picks it up in her Rockets debut. Menichillo over there, knocks it down with the pads. She's got Hansen in front. Spin move. Menichillo, backhander. And it's a save at the pads. Hope Menichillo with just under a minute left in period 2, looking for the first goal of the season. Ulrich at the dot. Connelly in the slot. Cook on the left wing. Islanders win the faceoff. Comes to the left point. Aerin Bruno will ping pong it forward. Isabel Cook there, can't get it through. Chipped up and gets out. Redmond sells out to keep that play from going the other way, and it's an offside. Rockets will take that. 2 Islanders there. They're trying to chip it past the points, and they've been successful a couple of times doing that. Rockets win the faceoff. Redmond banks it off the boards for Cook. Cook chips it off the boards in front of her teammates to herself. Redmond steps in from the point. Wrist shot, can't get it all the way through traffic. Rockets have numbers down low if they can get it, but the puck luck goes to the Islanders. That one will be an icing if it gets far enough, and it does. So with 21.7 seconds left in a scoreless game in the second period, the Rockets have an offensive zone draw. Ulrich will take it. Cook in the slot. Connelly on the near side wing. Bruno at the right point. Redmond between the points. It comes to the boards. Connelly 1-on-3. She's not going to win that one. Now it's 1-on-3 for the Islander puck possession. They skate it in 9 seconds. Islanders with it. Wrist shot. Markland steers it aside 5 seconds. 4. It's in the near side corner. Rockets are going to move it out. That's going to expire the period. And we continue the stalemate. 0-0 after 2 from Northwell Health Ice Center at Eisenhower Park on Long Island. This is the Islanders practice facility. So if you're watching from Morris Plains, Metuchen, Montreal, Montvale, Montville, Malmo, or Mumbai, we're glad that you're watching New Jersey Rockets girls hockey. This is the season opening game. And if you're just checking it out for the first time, my name's Joe Rizzo, and I'm glad to bring you the play-by-play. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, then you ought to do that, because on times like today, we often share the link, but sometimes that link doesn't work. But if you've subscribed to the page, you'll see that we're going live, and you'll be able to get the right link right away and share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with people around the world who love hockey. 0-0 heading into the third. Jacobus on the dot. Hansen on the right wing, Menichillo on the left, Fox and Mattone the defense pair. Lift off period 3. Can the Rockets pull out the win on the island? Menichillo gets dumped over there trying to get that puck. 2-on-2 battle goes to the Islanders. They send it cross ice D to D. Picked off, oh nearly, I had Jacobus coming in. 2-on-2, wrist shot through traffic, blocker save, rebound, and that was Fox who blocked the second attempt there. Wrist shot from the point, through traffic, almost all the way, but it hits somebody in front, and the Rockets will take it out. Menichillo hustling out. She's got Mattone with her. That's a defenseman. Menichillo gets through one, gets through the wrist shot, a glove save! That was ticketed. Hansen picks up the loose puck. Wrist shot right into the logo, and the Rockets starting off hot. Yes, liftoff indeed, period 3. The first 46 seconds have been maybe the most exciting of the game. Here's your storyline. Rockets have maintained possession throughout, but It's only 0-0 because they haven't had super quality scoring chances, and Arialys Markland, their goalie, stopped 2 breakaways. Rockets win the face-off. Here's Bruno at the point on the left side, tries to send it in. She'll get it back as they feed the point. Wrist shot knocked away from the Islanders player in the slot. She bunts it forward, and 3 Islanders will break out against 4 Rockets, one of whom is Ceci Nieves, who picks that pass off and tries to send Riz forward. Oh, and the Islander just got a stick on it to adjust that pass. Rizzo blocks the passing attempt. She'll come in with Kamerkar and Nieves. Kamerkar sends it toward the end boards. Rizzo there, trying to see if she could pick it off or force the play. Ceci's going to catch up to it and battle for it along the far side wall. 3 Islanders against 1 Rocket. Now 2 as Riz jumps in there. Kirsty waiting for it to come out. Riz gets it, sends it toward the net, and it's sticked aside. Hustling to try to get it again. It comes to the point. Keira Redmond, wrist shot through traffic. Can't get it all the way through. An Islander knocks it down with the left hand and sends it to herself. In the defensive zone, you can do that. Kamerkar almost picked it off at the dot. Rockets have the Islanders on the ropes here, and they just can't deliver that big, big punch. They're delivering a lot of jabs, and when they're taking the big swing, it's not converting. Nieves with Rizzo. Centering feed. Rizzo, one-timer, big save! Keeps it scoreless. 22-13, working the magic right there. Sent a cross-ice pass. That's a long pass. There's a lot of ground to cover. Riz one-timed it, and the Islanders goalie got the blocker on it and yielded no rebound somehow. Offensive zone draw. Ulrich at the dot. Connelly in the slot. Cook on the near wing. Kept in at the point by Mattone. Mattone sends it toward the net. Goalie steers it aside. Was looking for Ulrich maybe. Connelly just jumps in and grabs that puck, but couldn't hold it as the second Islander comes there. Cook forces the reversal, and the Islander player falls, but nobody's there. Connelly finally comes in and swats it, but doesn't find a black jersey. Rockets send it in deep. These are still their practice jerseys. The real ones haven't come yet. But here's a wrist shot by Cook, and it's knocked down with the pad. Cook trying to steal it, as is Ulrich. Fox eventually gets to it. Rather, that's Mattone, and she backhands it forward, but a little too strong, and Cookie couldn't grab it before it went over the blue line, so we'll whistle it in offsides with 14:05 left in a scoreless game. It hasn't quite been a defensive juggernaut here. There have been some chances, and it's not like it's all neutral zone possession. It's a lot of positive possession time for the Rockets. Not much by the Islanders, but boy, they've had some great scoring chances on breakaways. Menichillo gets that on the cycle with Hansen, sends it for Jacobus, looking, goes to the point for Bruno, back to Jacobus on the half board. She sends it toward the net, but it's knocked away. Menichillo gets that. She'll come to the right dot. Wrist shot goes just wide. She might have had the angle. Chipped in by Bruno to keep it in. Jacobus with a little help. Picked up by Menichillo. Tries to steer in a phone booth. Low angle shot. She hit the post! Hope hit the post! With 13:21 left, mark that one down. Menichillo had the goaltender down. She got that puck elevated, and it just went off the near side post. Still scoreless. Played with on the far side corner. Islanders pick it up. They go to the point. Wrist shot through traffic. Markland up to the task. Steers the rebound to the near side. Bruno battling. Uses the body to shield her defender. Can't move the puck. 2-on-2 now. Bruno still trying, battling on her knees. Gets a little help from Redmond, who cheats in and sends it to the far side. This is Hansen. Tootie over the line. She's got Hope with her. 2-on-2. Hansen and Menichillo. She comes to the right dot. Wrist shot off the mask. Rebound loose. Hope trying to get it. Hope looking for somebody. She has a little time and a little space. She's going to skate it to the slot. Gets through one. Gets through two. Wrist shot. Glove save. And held on. Rockets applying significant pressure here with 12:23 left in the third period of a scoreless game with the Islanders. A team that they have battled over the years but have seemingly never come out on top against. And they have this game right there for the taking. They do not want a tie. Clearing attempt failed, but Riz and Ceci are going to try to go with it. Riz can't pick it up. And it's sent back into the defensive zone by the Islanders. Cross ice pass. Kamerkar saw that one coming a mile away and knocked it down with the shin pads. Mattone having a great debut. Number 89 sent it forward. A great Rockets debut, we should say. Nieves will chip that one forward for Riz. She's one-on-one. She'll take a hard shot, knocked down with the stick. Might have handcuffed the goalie for a moment there. She had Ceci coming, but just a little late, and decided to get off the shot. Ceci picks that one off. She's got Riz in front. Riz trying to get loose. She's also got Kirsty in front. It's down low. It's off Riz's skates, and she couldn't find it. Mattone shot. Can't get it through traffic as it's knocked down by 43. Fox tries to pick it off. Can't keep it. Kamerkar is going to hustle back as the safety and break that play up. Fox with 11:13 left in period 3. She's going to skate it up and through. She's got Rizzo with her, but sends it forward, and that's not an icing. Ulrich is going to get to it first. Here's Grace Ulrich, centering feed, couldn't get it through to Connelly. Shot picked up, but can't go forward. Islanders trying to break out. Riz is going to jump off, and Cookie's going to jump on. Wrist shot knocked down by Markland, and she covers the rebound. Pace of the game is picked up with the game certainly on the line. 10:46 now left in the third. The homestanding Islanders in white. They wear the same uniforms as the New York Islanders of the NHL, with the exception of the helmet. Maybe, I think. Rockets in black, still with their uniforms for the season, having not arrived yet. But they do have their numbers on the jerseys they're wearing, so I'm grateful for that. Ulrich on the dot, near side, Cook, far side, Connelly. Picked up by Redmond, can't get it out. It comes in, Bruno's there, wrist shot, Markland knocked it down, handcuffed her a little bit. Looked like it might have just gotten below the blocker. Chipped forward, not out, Islanders pick it up. Redmond to Bruno to out of the zone. That's what the Rockets will take to start with in those situations where they've given up a chance or two. Picked off by Ulrich, gets down low, looking for somebody, tries to send it for Cookie, but couldn't quite get it there. 3-on-2 break for the Islanders. Let's see if one of the Rockets can hustle back to make it a 3-on-3. Connelly was there, errant pass, and Bruno knocks it away. Aerin knocks away the errant pass. Smith will skate it in on the right side, gets through one, but can't get through the other. And Redmond will take it and send it toward the middle. Jacobus is going to chip this forward, and actually she's going to take it herself. Cookie's at the end of her shift, so she was changing. Here comes Jacobus, gets it knocked away down low. Rockets change. They have Jacobus out there with Hansen and Menichillo. D to D pass by Mattone for Fox. Goes a little too strong. There's a tie up at the boards, and is it offside? Looks like it's offside. Or the referee has the hand up for a penalty. Let's see who that's on. If it is one, it looked like it was just going to be an offside. Oh, and they're giving Fox a penalty there. That's sort of odd because the Islander player came in to shield her and looked like she got the feet tied up. So Fox will take the penalty, and with 9:28 left in a scoreless game, the Rockets will be killing a penalty for the first time this season. They've had one power play, and they could not convert, obviously, in a 0-0 game. Ulrich and Menichillo up front to kill it. And on D, it looks like Mattone and Hansen. I have to double check that. It looks like Hansen on D. She's been a forward all game, but she's versatile and has played a lot of defense in her career. So with a defenseman in the box, and the Rockets using 4 defensemen today, Francesca Hansen will get a key penalty-killing shift here, 30 seconds of which has expired already. The Rockets have been in the past offensive when they've been shorthanded. Here come the Islanders breaking in. Wrist shot, Markland knocks it down, rebound in front, picked up by Ulrich, streaking in to grab it off of the edge of the crease. Islanders try to set it up now with 75 seconds in the power play. Bouncing puck, rebound shot, can't get it through as Mattone blocked it. Menichillo trying to steer it up, cannot get it out. Islanders still have it in. Hansen stays all the way back in the slot to play safety. It comes out into neutral ice and into the Islanders zone. They send it all the way across. Here comes a pass, 2-on-3. Wrist shot goes wide. It wasn't a shot, it was a pass. Coming in late for the one-timer and blocked away by Mattone. Islanders with 42 seconds left on the power play. Gets through some traffic, but not all. Sent out by the Rockets, who will change. Nieves and Kamerkar up front. Redmond and Hansen now on D. Islanders come in, 25 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Rockets. Hansen tried to get it. Oh, she took a whack right there. How's that not a hook? Hansen missed it. She got hooked by the Islander player right there. The Islander player went down as a result of the hook, but no call. Whistle and a stoppage of play. Icing in effect in all situations. So the Rockets have 9 seconds to kill in the defensive zone draw in which to do it. Redmond and Bruno, the defense pair. Nieves and Kamerkar up front. 5 Islanders to 4 Rockets. 0-0 on the scoreboard. 7:37 left in the game. One-timer didn't get a lot on it, but Arialys Markland is able to block it down. 6 seconds left until Fox comes out of the box. One-time attempt was blocked away. Redmond will rag the puck behind her own net, loses it. Even strength now. Fox jumps out of the box. Rizzo jumps on for her. Rizzo was ready to pick off that pass. If she came a moment actually later, the Islander never would have seen her and she might have been off to the races. Nieves picks that one up. She's going to skate it out. She's got Rizzo and Kamerkar and goes to Kamerkar, who has to dump it. And the Rockets will try to set up with 7 minutes left in a scoreless game on the island. Who's going to get it for the Rockets? Islanders break out. They're 3-on-2 for only a moment as Redmond blocks that away. Here comes Kirsty. Kamerkar getting in. She's going to have to find somebody. She was looking for Riz at the end, but couldn't quite get it there. Islanders trying to move it out. Kirsty picks it off. Here comes Grace Ulrich. She's in alone because the Rockets are on a change. Ulrich gets it. Oh, Grace shot goal! Grace Ulrich scores the first goal this season in her first game with this Rockets team. And with 6:33 left in the game, the Rockets jump out to a 1-0 lead. Grace Ulrich will be the leader in the Selly line. She picked off an errant pass. She was in alone as the Rockets were changing, and she got down low, took a wrist shot from a sharp angle on the near side, and beat the goalie high on the glove side. 1-0 Rockets. They get rewarded. Islanders win the faceoff and bring it in. Knocked away, up toward the near side point and out. The Rockets don't have to go into a defensive shell. They just need to keep playing the way they've been playing. They've dominated the possession here. They've given up 2 breakaways. They just need to be not sloppy. Markland has been there the whole way when they have made a couple of those mistakes. This is going to be on the near side boards. Cook forces that puck out of the zone. First order of business. Get the puck out of your zone. 3-on-1. Wrist shot. Markland had it marked right there. She shrugged it and it went over the crossbar. Rockets chip it out went off the referee, but I guess it hit somebody on the bench first. Whistle and a stoppage of play on the out of play puck. 5:44 left in the third period. Rockets with a 1-0 lead on the late goal by Grace Ulrich. Ulrich also in the Rockets organization now for a second year. She played mostly goalie last season for the 16U team, and she made this team as a speedy forward, and that decision has paid off in game 1. A versatile player, 84. Wristed in offside by the Islanders. Now listen, if that's not the intentional offside that we saw before, then I don't know what is. That player had plenty of time and she sent it in before her player was up. Anyway, that's just the, we'll get into more. There's like 50 games this year, so I'll get to complain a lot. Picked off by Jacobus, nearly walked in. Jacobus now with Hansen and Menichillo up front. Islanders send that in, and if it goes over the line, it will be icing, and it is. So the Rockets will take forcing the Islanders to ice the puck all day. The Islanders now have 5-10 to try to figure out this deficit, and at this point, the clock's still not a factor. In a one-goal game, I'd say it becomes a factor with about 2.5 minutes left. Nieves won that face-off right toward the center, but Hansen was pushing forward. Islanders break out 2-on-3. Now it's pretty much everybody into the zone at the same time. Hansen hustles out to get the puck along the far side boards, tied up there with a couple of Islanders. Islanders trying to send it low. Hansen, Nieves up to the center. Nieves still with it, 2-on-3, sends it toward the net. Rockets change D behind the play. Picked off by Hansen. She's looking for somebody, sends it toward the net, redirected and covered up before it could be in a troublesome area by the goaltender. It wasn't going on net, but she covered it anyway because Hope Menichillo was there. 4:33 left in the game. Rockets up 1-0 on the late goal by Grace Ulrich. Nieves on the dot. Rizzo and Kamerkar in the slot. Mattone, one-timer. Oh, Riz was trying to redirect it. It hit off her backside. Comes to the far side. Fox steps in for Rizzo. She's got Nieves in front. Negotiates through one. Looking for somebody. Tried to shovel it through the crease. Couldn't get it all the way through, but Ceci was there for Riz. Those two have worked a lot of magic along with Kirsty so far in this game. Grace Mattone trying to make it a favorable debut on the scoreboard, and she's been good on the ice, has 89. Ulrich in her first game with this team has the puck and has the only goal. She gets it again, comes down low and couldn't quite handle it all the way. Ulrich now with Rizzo and Kamerkar. Picked off at the point by Fox, and the Islanders send the loose puck out. Ulrich is there, getting back to play safety, sends it over to Mattone near side. Mattone up for Rizzo, a little too strong. It hits off an Islander stick, that negates the icing. 3:30 left, Rockets 1-0. Ulrich, who has the goal, in pursuit of the puck. Connelly picks that off. She's got Rizzo in front if she could find her. They're leaving Hailey alone, and she's just going to keep skating it until somebody stops. Oh, it's a loose puck. Oh, Rizzo takes a punch right to the face. Let's see if they call the penalty. Loose puck right there, covered up, and the girl just punched Rizzo right in the mask and knocked her down. And they're just going to ignore it with 3:18 left. To their credit, the officials have been not an issue in this game, which is much more than you could ask for. This is not the NHL, and these refs have done a good job today. If there was a 3-minute bell, it would be going off right now because that's how much time is left. Ulrich gets the long pass from Connelly. Ulrich looking for somebody. She's got some traffic there. Tried to send it for Connelly or Cook in front. Stepped in by Ulrich. She pushes it forward and takes a stick to the back. Picked off almost for a moment by Bruno. Redmond is going to get to that puck first. Oh, and that stick flew up and hit Bruno in the mask there. She seems to be okay. Cook with it now. Izzy Cook. She's looking to rag the puck. Does the Gretzky curl. Looking. Gets to Jacobus. Wrist shot kicked aside. 2:24 now. As the Rockets keep applying the pressure here with a 1-goal lead. That's what you want to do. If they could get the second, this is a fait accompli. Cook, wrist shot, and it goes just wide. Cook on the rebound, wrist shot, knocked aside. It comes toward the point, but nobody's there. Mattone is going to hustle and get that. She's got Fox with her. She's going to curl, look, see what she's got, curl back. Rockets will change. Mattone still has it, playing a little loose with the loaf of bread there, but gets it out. Jacobus in pursuit. Hansen and Menichillo, the other forwards. Fox is with Mattone on D. That one took a funny bounce off the boards, but Markland was there. Under 100 seconds now for the Rockets. If they prevent a puck from going in the net, they'll have a win in game one in a place and against a team where they haven't often done that. It comes to the near side point. Menichillo gets it. The goalie is still in. Hope comes in one-on-one, looking to get around. She'll just take possession for as long as she can over there. And it's picked off at the line and kept in. And I think the Rockets might have thought it was offside right there, but it wasn't. It was close, but it wasn't. Nieves is going to get this for Menichillo. All she has to do is keep possession of that puck for as long as possible. Tries to get through one, tries to get through two, can't quite do it. 56 seconds left. Redmond keeps it in. Nifty with the front of her body. It comes to the point. Bruno uses the body. Play the puck, not the man. Bruno still battling. Gets shoved down, but takes her man with her. 40 seconds left. Islanders pick it up. The goalie is out. The net is empty. Bruno's going to pick this one off. Bruno's going to skate it out. Bruno gets it out of the zone. She's still going. Still going. 6-on-5 for the Islanders. They have 23 seconds. Kamerkar picks it up. Kamerkar will go hard around the boards. Islanders are going to pick it up over there. 15 seconds. Redmond gets a piece of it. Nieves up to Menichillo. It gets out. 10 seconds left. Islanders need to hustle it in. Kamerkar. Nieves. Loose puck. 4 seconds. They send it in. It goes wide. And the Rockets have secured win number 1 of the 2022-23 season. Grace Ulrich with the only goal of the game midway through the third period. Arialys Markland with a clean sheet in net, including 2 breakaways stopped. And the Rockets come to the island and take one from a team that they have not often beaten over the years in a place that they have not often won. That is the way you start a season. And the best thing about hockey right here, here's the handshake at neutral ice. And the Rockets mobbing their goaltender, a full team effort. Great debuts in the organization and for this team at this level by a bunch of Rocket players, including Grace Ulrich. We told you before, she's also a goalie, but she made this team as a forward, and it pays dividends in game 1 as she scores the only goal, the game winner, this time in support of her goalie, Arialys Markland. Great debuts into the organization. Great debuts for this team, and a great season debut for a lot of the holdovers here who I don't think in their time have even enjoyed a win against the New York Islanders. I'm not quite sure of that, but I think that's the case. Okay, if you like what you have seen, because we're going to give you a little view of the coaches. There's Coach Bob on your right. Coach Jeremy's actually on the left there, going over the score sheet. If you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button and the alerts button, and every time we go live, and in case like today we need a new link, you'll get that new link right away. And anytime we upload content, you'll also get an alert. And the first of those uploads this season will be later on as I do my interview with Coach Jeremy Jacobus for the first time this year, and it is going to be a good one and a happy one. Here's some of the Rockets faithful that have traveled out to the island, some parents, some family, all of it good. That's going to do it from Northwell Health Ice Center at Eisenhower Park on Long Island from the Islanders training facility. Rockets win it 1-0 on the goal by Grace Ulrich and the shutout by Arialys Markland. That's going to wrap it up on a Saturday. We'll be back next weekend for a couple of games and we hope that you can join us. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Rockets Girls Hockey.